My Little Hackmons. What the hell have I gotten myself into? I never in a million years thought I would ever make this video. Or ever have to make this video. Or ever want to. Or be legally obligated to. Oh my god, you guys, this is the single most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. Like if I ever robbed a bank, got caught, and go to jail, I would be less ashamed of that than I am of this right now. When I publish my autobiography in 50 years, I will say that this is the darkest part of my life, and this is why I make horror movies. Confusing times, confusing feelings. This might just be the wildest ride I have ever taken y'all on. So, what's the story? You've gone down YouTube spirals before, right? YouTube rabbit holes. You know, maybe you get recommended something that you wouldn't usually watch, and so you click on it and end up being really fascinated about a topic or fandom. And that happened to me. Oh god, I am so embarrassed to say what sent me down the rabbit hole. I just can't spit it out. You guys know Team Fortress 2. I know, that's a very bad introduction, but I'm sure even if you don't know the game, I'm sure you've heard of Meet the Team, which is the cartoon they made to advertise the game. I got recommended one Meet the Team short, and I decided to click on it because I knew a lot of memes came from there and people found it really funny. I can't remember which one I watched first or in what order, but to make a long story short, I binge watched all of Meet the Team and Expiration Date in one night. And let me be clear to you, I think maybe the time of night had something to do with this. Maybe I was just tired, in a weird state. It was about like 1 a.m. when I watched all this. On the weekends, don't worry. Laughing a lot, because in my opinion, it's gotta be hands down one of the funniest cartoons ever made. I'm wondering to myself, what am I doing up here, binge watching all of Team Fortress 2 in one night at 1 a.m.? Why am I not asleep? Should I be asleep? Is this a better use of my time? As soon as I pressed play on the first one, I immediately tried to guess which merc would be my favorite by the end of the series. I initially thought the medic was going to be my favorite because he has a sick character concept, sinister voice line, hilarious dark humor, and he's voiced by Robin Atkin Downes, who also voices Kaz from Metal Gear Solid, who also gave me a shout out on his live stream.
Can Miller please give me a shout out from
Orwellian Wirus? We look forward to seeing you at Mother Base.
Go give him some love. I still think the medic is a great character, but my favorite at the end of the night was not him. Initially I thought, oh, this is just some really stupid funny internet show that I'll probably come back to rewatching again and again. And now I know where all those funny memes and jokes and references come from. There is no way that I would develop an obsession or emotional attachment to anything from this show, right? There was no way I was gonna spend the next couple of days daydreaming about a character from this show. They're all goofy looking. None of them are attractive by my standards. Then everything changed. Sorry, give me a moment here. I have to prepare myself for saying this. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Everything changed when I met the Scout.
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to?
I know. Okay. I am just as surprised as you are. Possibly even more so. I watched Meet the Scout, and I was like, this guy's funny. I like his attitude. He says frickin' a lot, like I do. I keep watching more episodes, and I'm like, man, I really wish they had more of the Scout. He's so funny. And anytime, like, he was in, like, a background crowd scene or something, I kept my eye on him, you know, just in case he decided to do a funny. And he did do a lot of funnies, but at the end, I was like, I kind of wanted more of him. Perfectly normal thing, you know, some characters just have really fun personalities. I watched Expiration Date, and I was like, whoa, yeah, baby! And I decided to watch some memes and other fan animations because I would get the jokes finally. And this is where everything goes to hell and keeps digging. Remember how we talked about it was really late and I was kind of like, what is this? Why am I still up watching this? Maybe it was that. It was probably that. It is like scientifically studied to be more accurate. Whatever. It's that. Or it could be something more, but it is definitely that thing. But like, the Scout is low-key kind of cute, not gonna lie. I can barely even bring myself to say this. I don't know what broke me. I think it was this video.
Em gặp anh là em biết em si tình 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 tang tang ting tang tình 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 tang tang tang.
I was watching, I was like, oh, that's funny, they're all dancing. But for some reason, I just couldn't take my eyes off the Scout, and I'm like, what the hell? Maybe it was just because I was automatically used to looking for him in the background of the fight scenes. And then I watched Lil Putus. Oh my god, you guys. You have to watch Lil Putus. Even if you don't give a crap about Team Fortress 2, it is the most wholesome thing I've ever seen. You have to watch it. But his character design in that is the cutest little freaking thing I have ever seen. I know that the whole series is about the bird, but Scout was the main character all along. The real Putus was the boyfriend we made along the way. But seriously, this was the part where I started to question my sanity. Hold up, backtrack, let's rewind. Okay, this is the guy you like. Boy. So I happened to stumble across the official TF2 wiki, and I was like, alright, maybe I'll read his wiki page. Maybe he has a canon love interest, or he does really stupid crap or something. First thing that comes up is he's from Boston, Massachusetts. You know, I've always wanted to visit Massachusetts. Seems like a real interesting place. Yeah, living with an imaginary boyfriend in Boston doesn't sound too bad. Definitely isn't a band there that I totally vibe with and would love to see live. And living there would give me close proximity to not only their concerts, but their practices and their community events. So I was like, okay, let's put all that aside. Let's put your DCI withdrawal symptoms aside. He lives in Boston, which is a perfectly normal city. So I scroll down to the cosmetics section, because there's gotta be a ton of stupid unlockable skins for him or something that make him look real goofy and not attractive at all. And yeah, there were a lot of those, but I found the holiest thing my eyes have ever laid upon. The only thing better than a shirtless skin. Team Fortress 2 is proud to present the Scout Shaco. Yes, that's right, they call it a Shaco, have a link to the Wikipedia article for Shaco, and even put in the trivia that it's a marching band thing. We did it, marching band community! We got into Team Fortress 2, let's freaking go! It's the marching band equivalent of like, when a character from a franchise you like gets into a big crossover like Smash Brothers. But wait, it gets better. He has a uniform! And wait, on top of that, he has a bass drum! You know, when I was in marching band, I thought it was really gross that apparently there were stories going around that people would like make out in the band rooms or in uniform, and I'm like, ew, no, that's gross and weird. You are violating the sacred awesomeness that is marching band. Why would you do that? And then after seeing this, I was like, okay. Alright, interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely wouldn't want to make it weird here in my favorite activity. And at this point I gotta ask myself, do I really like him, or am I just that addicted to marching band? Is it true love, or do you just want someone who has the same music taste as you? Is it desire, or do you just want someone who will say a chapel after you say, I saw? Off-season is a hell of a drug. But marching band content aside, this was the point where I was like, oh frick. And I had to confront myself. I had to confront the reality and myself and say, oh my god, I am down bad for the Team Fortress 2 Scout. What have I done? Why am I simping for the Team Fortress 2 Scout? Why am I here? What circumstances led me here? What does this mean? How and the why and the what and the where, when, who, what the frick? I don't even like shooter games. They tend to have pretty toxic fan bases, especially this one. So why did I randomly decide that I had the hots for this guy? Anyways, that's the story of how, in the world between dreams and wakefulness, at 1 a.m., pondering my entire existence, I decided that I liked the Team Fortress 2 Scout, and it blew my mind. It was a revelation. I don't know what it's a revelation of, but it's definitely something. It's something, alright. But I don't want to be into Team Fortress 2. I don't want to be the next golden frying pan guy. Somebody save me before it's too late. This is insanity. This was a mistake. This is a story of how I accidentally got into Team Fortress 2 and now I want out. You know what? I just really hope, I really hope that I don't end up making like a self-insert OC shipped with them. I was like, ooh, we can turn that into a parody. What if like the new recurring character on my channel is like a take on the whole female scout idea, but she wants to turn me into a terminally online loser that likes TF2 and other such things, and the only way to get rid of her is to touch grass. No, like actually, not the expression, no, actually touching grass keeps her at bay. And I thought to myself, that's a really funny idea actually, but you know, let's just keep it as a funny idea before, you know, you randomly decide to make it edgy and add actual lore to it. It's just the Fem Scout, okay? No need to turn it into an edgy, creepypasta ARG. I just gotta stop thinking about this before it starts.
Too late.
This was a mistake!